Hello, Zuko here, and I am here, back, maybe, question mark, fun fact, my laptop with all of my life's work on it died, but initially it was like, oh, it can be fixed, and then it was like, well, it can't be fixed, but we can get the data off of it, and then it was like, well, we can't get the data off of it, but we can send it to a recovery place and they'll get it off, no problem. And then it was like, well, we can't get the data off of it, the hard drive is broken, it's going to cost $1,600 to repair. So, that's fun. That's fun. I hope that works out for me. So yeah, I haven't been making videos because my hard drive had my editing software on it and stuff, and I've just been really unmotivated to use a computer. I have a new computer. It doesn't have all of my stuff on it because they're still on the repairing my hard drive phase, so that's really fun and exciting. Anyway, I'm here to do a TBR for the month of July. I feel kind of bad that I wasn't here for Pride Month, but I did do reading for Pride Month, and I will be filming a What I Read in June video. Anyway, yeah, let's get right to it. So, first book I want to read this month is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. This is a Fairy Loot edition of this book, and essentially every month now I'm trying to pick one of the books that I got in a subscription box that I don't actually care about to read, so that they don't just pile up and I have a bunch of these like really pretty books that I'm never gonna read, you know? I'm trying to read them because, like, obviously I didn't pick this book out and I want to read it in audiobook format to decide if I actually want to keep it or if I'm gonna sell my special editions of the books that I don't actually care about, but I need to read them first. So yeah, I have this one. I'm gonna move Melissa. There you go. I've heard this book is like Spirited Away Ghibli vibes, and I believe it's an Asian inspired fantasy because I feel like most books that are getting picked up by book boxes are either queer, an Asian inspired fantasy, or an African inspired fantasy, which is all great, but I don't really read straight books right now, so the Asian inspired and African inspired fantasies, if they're straight, are not ever on my radar. It's really fun to have all of these books that I had no intention of owning, but they're pretty. But yeah, I don't know. I've read the first hour of it and realized I wasn't listening to anything the audiobook was saying, so I'm going to start again. And yeah, I really do like this cover though. It's so pretty and the colors are so vibrant. The next book I have here is So This Is Ever After by F.T. Lukens. I just read In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens, and it was not what I expected it to be, but I did like the writing and I thought it was cute enough. So I'm going to read this book and then I'm going to decide, are they still an auto by author, or am I going to accept that maybe their books are not my favorite because their covers are auto buy for me. And I've been auto buying their two books that they've released because the covers are really good and they're queer. But I don't know that they're actually books that I love. So I'm going to read this one and I'm going to decide. You know, I have no idea what this one's about either. Then I have Out of the Blue by Jason June. This appears to be a queer mermaid book, which I'm very into. In Deeper Waters was also a queer mermaid book. So now I'm just kind of getting all of the queer mermaid books consumed off my shelves so that I don't have any unread ones left. And also, I mean, just judging by this guy's body type, he's not skinny, so that's cool. I don't really know what this is about either. I just wanted to read another queer mermaid book. This cover's very pretty. Not as pretty as the F.T. Lukens ones, but, you know, we can't all be the best. Next, I have Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I've heard good things about Bachman's writing, and that's kind of why I picked this up. Also, it's like a really good golden yellow color, which is my main draw to this specific Bachman book. I've heard this isn't anybody's favorite, so if I don't like this, I will be willing to give him another try, but I've never read one of his books before, so time to read this one, I guess. Again, don't know what it's about. I'm assuming anxious people. And lastly, I have Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee. This is the Illumicrate exclusive edition. It's got yellow sprayed edges. This is a heist book with, I believe, a full Asian cast, but I'm not positive. I've heard it's very silly and you have to really suspend your disbelief. And I'm okay with that. That sounds like a really fun read. So I'm determined to read this one this month because it sounds exciting. Yeah, these are the 5 books that I want to read in the month of July. I don't know how we're already in July, but you know, this year, good riddance to it. Yeah, let me know down below any books that you want to read this month, and I will see you whenever I do my next video.